time for Live Now with Dr. Carmen Harra. The show offers profound wisdom, practical advice, daily exercises, and empowering predictions. And now, here's Dr. Carmen Harra.
Hello, everybody. So welcome to KMET Radio. I'm so excited to be with you today. My name is Dr. Carmen Harra, and I have a great topic today. I will try to talk to you about how to banish the bad energy and to bring the good energy in. Because everything in this world is energy. Everything that happens to us, good or bad, is a reflection of the energy around us. But we hold the power to control the energy that influences our lives, and we also have the power to transmute the energy into a higher form. Now, we are forms of energy, and as I said, everything around us is a manifestation of energy. This means that we can take even the worst situations in our life and turn them around into our favor. This can only be done if we learn how to initially eradicate toxic energy and raise our level of vibration, so our level of frequency, because that's why we are energy, because we're made of vibrations. We're made of different levels of frequency. So when you raise the level of frequency, you raise the level of perception, and you eliminate the low level of energy. We used to say that, for instance, ego is a low level of energy. When you operate at the level of the ego, I'm just giving you an example. So I want to help you how to clean the bad energy. It's like you do a detox. Okay, your liver has a lot of problems. You need to detox the liver for the liver to get better. You need to cleanse your bad energy so that you can fuse your field of energy with the good vibration, with the higher frequency, a perception where your whole perception changes, your whole life changes around. Now, this is a calling show. Live Now is actually a calling show, so I'm always very excited to hear from you, to find out what you think about my topics, how you want to interact with me with your own opinions. I take your opinions with all my heart, and I'm excited to hear from you. So the number to call in is 951-922-3532. 951-922-3532. That's the calling number. And I have an amazing producer, Justin, who will connect you with me. We'll take your calls, so feel free to call in any moment you want during the show. I'm here for you. So excited. So as I said, the show today is all about helping you expand your energy. And what energy really means, because people say, well, whatever, everything is energy, but what is really energy? Energy is something that never dies, and everything in the universe, as I already said, is made in the energy field. So when we actually disconnect from this field, and it was so-called when we die, all that remains is pure energy. And this is our essence. And our essence moves out of the physical, and consciousness and essence of the energy can never be destroyed, but it can be transformed. Like Einstein used to say, energy converts into matter. So converts into something physical and then converts back into energy. Now, as I said, energy can be transmuted. So in other words, that you can take a situation, an energetic situation that is negative, and you can transmute it into an energy that is positive. So from a bad situation, you create a good situation. So when our energy is high, we actually feel amazing. But when we experience physical illnesses, emotional shock, and mental trauma, which we all do, our energetic integrity weakens. And we feel down, and we feel sick, and we feel tired. So it is necessary to clear those energetic blockages. That's why if you look at the human body, it has points of energy. We used to call them chakra points. So in above the rib cage, there's the solar plexus, the center point of energy. When somebody dies, you see a body with the hands covering the solar plexus, because the energy is not in that body anymore. So what happens to us is that we energetically disconnect. We can disconnect from the material world, and we can come back in the material world. That will explain what Pythagoras calls the transmigration, of the soul, so transmuting an energy into a different form from one physical body into another. That explains the whole concept of reincarnation, coming back into the flesh, actually coming back energetically into a material form. And as I said, when the energy is high, you feel amazing. When the energy is very low and you operate on a low level of consciousness, low level of energy, which is operating on at the ego level, when you filtrate everything through your own perception, which is not very elevated, then you're more susceptible to problems, to crises, to diseases, and so on and so forth. So we used to say the first step that you need to take in life to heal yourself is heal your energy. So work with the points of energy, understand the manifestation of energy, raises the level of frequency, so you raise the perception. So then you have a different understanding of who you are, what life is all about. When do you need to achieve something, you know what I mean, more significant. It's important to understand all of this during the show, because this is the way we actually will be able to achieve a better life overall, and a healthier life, and a more successful life. Because good and bad happens to us every day. Bad things, good things, they happen all the time. Sometimes you wake up very great, sometimes you wake up feeling awful, sometimes you get flowers from the man you love, sometimes you get a parking ticket. Every single day there's something else that hits you hard. You wake up, you are in a big traffic, you spill your coffee, you come up 2 hours late. Hey, that's my life. The yin yang used to say it's up and down, it's minus and plus, is the balance. Like my late father used to say something so wise. He was the wisest man I've met, and he said, Carmen, dear, life is full of pluses and minuses, so consequently life is algebra, so it's minus and plus. So and that is what life is composed, and the good and the bad, and the minus and the pluses are always something that we witness in life. But the problem is there is a constant flux of positive and negative, which we experience every day, which we think is absolutely normal. But the biggest problem is when negative energy creeps in all sides and take over. And for many of you calling me all the time and saying, Dr. Harra, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm disturbed, I'm distressed, I'm confused, I'm exhausted, I'm hyper, I am, should I say, very anxious, and feeling severely depressed, and feeling like I start to become bipolar. I start to have all kinds of visions in my head, in my soul. So all those disturbances manifest when negative energy creeps in. So it's very dangerous to get stuck in a cycle of bad energy, because it can be perpetual. So bad energy can continue to perpetuate, and it becomes dangerous. So we have to fight against the negative energy, transform that energy from the lowest level into a highest level, and bring in this way all the blessing that we deserve. Now, all things, as I said, good and bad, where do they start? They start in the mind. To experience positive energy, you have to be rooted into the positivity. If you're thinking every single day is how bad things are, how am I sick, how am I not succeeding, how I don't have the money, how I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have that, my mother is not good to me, my boyfriend abandoned me. So when we start pinpointing towards issues that are less positive, we allow ourselves to become negative. It's like perpetuating and creating a pattern of thinking, a pattern of behavior later on, because from thinking it becomes, it projects into the way we react, and the way we think, the way we act. And we should consequently remind ourselves that when something goes wrong, we should not welcome the negative energy. So it might sound very simple. In fact, it's not simple at all. You just have to root yourself into that high vibration, what is called the positive energy, and always try to project good things your way. Even if something else proves to be not working for you, don't get demoralized, don't get depressed, don't go there. Don't allow the mind to create that cluster of neurons. So that's significant to know. Having a positive mindset is a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm going to go to a call and I'm going to take Julia. Hi, Julia.
Hi, Carmen. How are you doing?
How are you, my love?
Thank you. I'm trying to, I'm doing well. I have to say that because everything is fine. I don't know. I just got a long conversation with someone today and I feel like the bad energy is coming there because we don't agree on the same ideas. But,
Right.
You don't have to agree all the time.
Absolutely. You have to agree to disagree. Or you have to disagree to agree.
Yes, I love that. I don't have a specific question in my mind, but last time I discussed with you, I didn't know how to demystify your message because I told you I met a man and I don't know, I feel like maybe he's not for me, but it's like this energy that is drawing me to him. I'm visiting him next week. So I don't know how I should behave, what I should do. I'm like, I don't know.
So I remember not very clearly, but I do remember you saying you met somebody, and I also kind of remember that I felt good about this because I want you to attract people in your life, and I want you to attract good people in your life. So if you're supposed to visit that person, why not to do it? Do you have any reservation of not doing it? Is there something that doesn't allow you to do it?
No, but if I'm thinking with my mind about him, he doesndoesn't have all the qualities that I'm searching, but he has a good heart, and
that's
I feel
the
good.
Best quality. That's the best quality. If you always look for the Prince Charming and perfect, you might not find him right away.
Yes.
So that's something that you have to think about. So you have to allow yourself to know the man and bring in the good in him and find out much more about him. If you can do that, that would be perfect.
Yeah, I'll do that. But I want to know from the start. It's like I don't want to get into something that is leading nowhere, because I don't want.
You're not going to know unless you're able to engage in a conversation, unless you're able to see him a number of times and reach your own conclusion. So let's not put negativity here from the beginning and reject him without giving him a chance. Give him at least a chance to meet him one more time.
Okay.
And then try to see whether are you seeing yourself with this man in the future or not. Is this someone you're going to see yourself 10 years later, 20 years later? Is this somebody you can envision building a life together, a business, having children? So project that in your mind. Put it in your head. Am I going to be able to make a life with this man? Is this the man for me? If I close my eyes and envision me and him many years later, is that coming in my mind as a powerful force and as a realistic possibility?
Yeah. If I try to do this now, I cannot do that. So I kind of know.
So if you don't do this now, my suggestion, give this man one more opportunity for him to reveal himself to you. And if in this experience you feel it's not really what you want, then don't waste your time and his time either. So it's better to move on, try to find someone else.
Yeah, all right.
That's what I recommend. That to me is the best thing.
Yeah, I know, because at one point I was so undecided. I wanted to go, I didn't want it to go, but then it's just so difficult sometimes when you don't know. You don't know what
it is difficult. It really is difficult. It's not easy. Not easy at all. So my opinion is give yourself and him the chance of connecting so that when you reach this conclusion, you have no regrets and you say, well, at least I tried very much. I did my best. And when I was trying, I realized this is not for me. Or give yourself a chance to be able to be in alignment with your decision. So you don't have any resentment or any, doubt.
Yeah. It's difficult because you already described to me someone else, and I'm projecting the other person.
We're not fixating on anything. We just allow ourselves to make sure when we cut the cord, we're okay in doing it. So that's why I think give yourself another chance, and if it's not, then no, move on.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
I love
your
you, my
advice.
Sweetheart. Thank you for calling me. I'm gonna go and take a short break right now, guys, and I'll be back in a minute. Don't hang up the phones if you're calling, and keep on watching. Hey, I'm Carmen Harra, talking about positive energy. And as I said, something that we need to remember, that when you have a positive mindset, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you believe something is possible, you take action to reflect that belief. So you might work harder to achieve something, or you might find new strategies to resolve a problem, or you might not give up so easy in getting something that you really want. So this has a lot to do with the belief system. Now, when in the real world your actions start to pay off, the moment good things start to manifest. But when you don't believe something is possible, you give up, you don't put the necessary effort. And as I said, energy starts in your mind and it pours out into the real world. It's like a river overflowing. That's the way energy works. So whatever action you decide to take, they have a long-lasting effect because everything is connected in the field of energy. It's just what happens when you drop a stone into a pool of river, it ripples, it creates that ripple effect. So all your actions send waves of energy outward, affecting others in ways greater than you actually can imagine. Now, some actions that you have create, being positive, they create something that is good, positive karma, so positive action that will ripple back to you. So what you put in the universe actually comes back to you way stronger. And this is the principle. Or some action that are negative towards the people around you. And we see this all the time. We look on the news, on television, and we are so shocked and overwhelmed by the amount of negativity and darkness and killing, which is actually the worst karma possible. So when you do that, you hurt other people, and that also goes back to you. So these are things, these are principles of the universe, and one principle is that everything in the universe is energy. But the most minuscule action performed with love can actually transmute your energy. So whatever you do and do with love will transmute your energy to a higher frequency. I'm going to go to Pauline. Hi, Pauline, my dear. How are you, my love?
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Pauline. My favorite caller. How are you, my love?
You don't post. I look for your post to see what the topic is, and I can't call you and listen to the show at the same time because I'm using my phone. I don't have other computer. So I have to guess I have no idea what the topic is, and thank goodness
you have no idea of the topic? I'm surprised. I usually try to give my producer, Justin, always the topic in time, and I thought he has the topic, but probably God knows, He
might have been, I haven't checked the other one, the one that's from your other show, so I didn't think it was there. I go looking in the other one, your fan club, and I didn't see anything there. Anyways, so it sounds like you're talking about believing.
If you look at my Facebook page or my Instagram or everywhere, you can actually, in the social media, you see posts with this. Sometimes it can happen. One of my assistants is actually not working in the last 2 days because she had a problem in her family. So that might be the reason why
I figured I'd call in and just see what the topic was. And I gather the topic is about believing, and that's how you create.
That's what happened. My assistant, because she was not at work, she probably forgot to post. I do a million things, didn't realize she didn't post.
Imagine you have to do everything. That would drive you crazy.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
So Pauline, what do you think about this topic?
Yes, I figured the topic out by listening for the few minutes that I was able to hear the show. It sounds like it's about, if you believe in something, then you can create it, because if you don't put any energy or focus into it or attention, then it will not come true. You may be open to whatever it is you want to create, but you also may have blockages if you don't believe it, or you may have blockages from your ancestors. There's just so many places you can have blockages. And you know what? It occurred to me. You know how on Facebook you have a timeline? Well, if you don't put attention to it, people won't, find you, and you won't get, people won't, search for you, or you won't show up on people's, like YouTube also. So that's like the same thing. Like if you don't, put any energy and like every day, think about it, or make an action. Like you said, you always have to create some kind of action towards it, even as the littlest thing. If all you can do is think about it, but put positive, like you said, love is the best way, or something joyful. If you're enjoy, you're doing something that you really love, or like some people have, what is those called? Those maps that they wake up, they like create a collage that reminds them every day they see it. And
you can do those things. Those are very powerful. They have a therapeutic effect. So it's like a therapy, So if you want to really heal yourself, you work with creating, those vision boards are called.
Yeah, vision. I couldn't think of the word. And then the other thing is, don't tell people your dreams if they're gonna poo-poo it. You don't want to tell anybody your dreams who are negative or tell you that you can't have that. That'll block you easily. I had somebody give me a reading. Get a load of this. I had a psychic give me a reading, tell me I was going to be a millionaire. Money was going to drop out of the sky. I was going to make my own money. But I didn't know that this person was jealous. They were envious. And I now know that's what blocked me, because I later found out about this person, how my friend who had lots of money gave him all kinds of money for his church. And when she needed him, he wasn't there for her. He only used her.
Wow.
So then I realized he's the guy who gave me the reading about me being a millionaire. And I'm like, he's a jealous type. And he didn't realize he blocked me when he told me this.
Well, I have my own opinion about all these readings. Readings are possibilities. They open in the field of possibilities. So somebody's telling you it's possible for you to have all this money. I mean, it's in your chart, let's say, for you to have all this money. But if you're not acting, if you're not taking opportunities, if you don't work 24/7 for that might never happen. Or if you don't really believe in it, because a lot of people listen to being told, you're going to be a billionaire, you're going to have, and they don't even buy into that. They don't believe that. It's not something they capable
Carmen,
to comprehend.
I know it. Just to tell you right now on air, I know I'm going to be. And the only reason is my own sister gave me a read. She didn't tell me it was me. She just said somebody in our family is going to be very wealthy. And if I told her it was me, she already was jealous of me. And I did not want to had another person block me. So I just kept that to myself. And I think hopefully my saying it on air, all the jealous people out there, please don't send that, because the money that I may get is going to help the rest of everybody if they need money to do shows, like help the awakening. It's not that I'm going to use them. I don't need it for me. I have plenty for myself. I mean, enough that I'm comfortable. I don't need millions of dollars for me. It's for the people out there who've been doing a lot of good work. They don't have money. They haven't been able to manifest. They're busy trying to help.
You are amazing. That's the way to think. No, because there are a lot of people on earth.
Yeah, I really truly will do that.
They need. They have, think of the richest people in the world, the way they accumulate wealth, believing that they can buy this world,
Right. I may want to give, my family some money so they don't have to work ever again. That would be fun.
They don't give back to the universe. They don't give back. They don't give back to the people there who struggle, who have a lot of kids, who hardly can survive. They don't help poverty in this world. I hate to say that, but it's a reality. They're not doing it. Or the way they're doing it is peanuts versus what they have. And
they'll save their money for the help of the
majority of the world.
They'll save money
on everybody buy from Amazon, make people on Amazon have $100 billion, $200 billion. What are you going to do with $200 billion if you're not helping the world evolve? If you go there through a divine, help, then give back to the universe if you want to really create that good karma. Otherwise, you know what I mean? It might go against you one day. You never know when and how. Think of Steve Jobs, people who made all the money in the world. And one day that money was useless. So, Money is a form of
actually,
energy. So talking about energy, money is actually a form of energy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a form of energy, but if they use it for evil or anything, they might not even know that they're being
we used to
used.
say money is the root of the evil. So a lot of people actually
Right, some
use
of them
money
are.
in a dark and negative way. You know what I mean? Even those people who think that money means power, political power, any kind of power, manipulative power. Unfortunately, you know,
And
money
they better go
buys
back in their,
a lot.
you know what, Carmen,
Yeah.
they have to go back in their family history because there's somebody whose family is like trying to, like, they wanted to like depopulate the world. And that's the person who's got all the money now, and he's like claiming he's helping, but he really isn't. He doesn't realize he's doing. Maybe he does. If he does on purpose, then that's going to be even worse karma for him. But his family has karma. It's not even him. It's like he's inherited it. He may just be doing this unwittingly, and so hopefully somebody with light will get to him and have him stop. But that's. But like you said, there are some of us who are doing our part. And we counter that, and we will always win over the dark, no matter what.
Right.
Like you say, but we have darkness within us, not even trying to look outside of myself. I'm trying to get, make peace with my own darkness, if I ever had any, and my family's darkness, and that's it. That's what my job is for me right now. And then when I clear it all up, hopefully I make a difference to other people, be the light for them. Like you are. You're so, you could have. Imagine if you never left your country, what you would be doing right now.
Yeah, but you never know, but that without a doubt in my mind, I did achieve a lot coming here, and I changed my perception of life. And that was many, many years ago when coming to America was possible. Now it's more and more difficult.
And you're helping, right? And you're helping people in your country. From what I see, you have shows that you reach out to the Romanian community, and
I do.
Some of them are from your country.
And I love the Romanian community. If there's something I can do for that community, that makes me so happy. Yeah.
I don't think there's that many out there who are that evolved as you are in the Romanian community that I know of. I don't know
about that, because Romanians are very strong believer in the divine, strong believer that there's God out there for them, and what keeps them going.
No, I mean, but I mean to empower themselves. That's really what I'm hoping.
Themselves. That's the right word. That's the right word.
I don't mean that they don't believe in a higher power. Of course they do. They're very religious and different.
But a lot of people don't believe. In the world nowadays, we see people who don't believe in anything anymore,
Yeah.
Just that they have no
That's
more
the way
beliefs.
the world turned out.
They don't believe in religion. They don't believe in God. I don't know what they are believing in, if anything.
Yeah, because they blame God for all this. This man who did this, not God. God didn't mess this up. We did.
Of course. Well, we created God didn't want us to be sick. God didn't want us to be poor. We created a man-made system that works against us, Bottom line, that's what we see. To me, even, I should not say that, but even a lot of the things that are happening nowadays, including diseases, are man-made, made by us. They're not a form of punishment.
To destroy another race for whatever money we want or whatever greed we want from resources from poor countries. We should never take advantage of them. I wish that we didn't.
The poverty exists when we should not have poverty in this world. With how much wealth this world has, and how much wealth is in the hands of a group of people, if we'll take that away and give it to all the others in this world who don't have, we'll create balance, stability, equilibrium, love. World
and they can stay in their own country and they can stay in their own country and create this. That's what the problem is. They need to stay where they are to help their own country, not run away. But it is so dangerous. I can't blame them for running.
True.
But somebody has to help them. Either they get educated outside the country, come back and help your own people. So that
that's a very good idea.
And not take over like power-hungry crazies and take advantage and steal money from your own people. That's what's really bad, and I don't like the manipulation, But anyways, I better let you go because I'm sure you have people waiting to talk to you.
I'm going to go to somebody else in a minute, Pauline. I love you so much for calling me all the time. You're so bright, and so much wisdom comes of your beautiful mind all the time, and I'm grateful to have you as all
Thank
the
you
time.
so much.
You know?
Well, I like attract
Yes.
like. You're the one I attract to, so I must be you and you must be me. It's funny.
Yeah, I love you.
Bye-bye.
Paul.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you so much.
weekend.
Thank you so much for being on my show. I'm going to take a very short break and I'll be with you. And I have Kim on the other line. So you guys who hold on the line, this is a calling show. I think have time for Kim and even somebody else. So call 951-922-3532. Call in, guys, and let's talk about how you perceive the world of energy. What's the level of your energy and what is energy all about? And I'll give you some more tips. But I'm taking a very short break, so hold on the line, don't go anywhere. I'll be back. And I'm back, everybody. So excited to be with my show Leave Now on KMET Radio, affiliated to ABC. I'm Carmen Harra. Excited to talk about energy. What is energy all about? And trying to define this concept. And this is a calling show again. If you have questions about how's your energy, how you replenish it, how you live at a high level of vibration energy, call in 951-922-3532. My lovely, wonderful producer, Justin, will connect you with me, and we will have a wonderful conversation. I'm having a caller right now, but before I go to Kim, I just want you guys to, I want to show you briefly some of my books. So my first book was Everyday Karma. So that came, I actually wrote this book 20-something years ago. Then after that, I published a book called Decoding Your Destiny. And Decoding Your Destiny came some years later. After that, I published The 11 Eternal Principles. Now, this book was published with Random House. This book was published with Random House. By that time, Random House was the biggest published house in the world. This book was published by Beyond Words, exactly the published house who published The Secret. And this book is now with Simon & Schuster. Then I published with Hay House this book called Holiness, in which I talk embracing the sacred unity to heal our world. It's almost like this came 11, 12 years ago. I talk about how to heal this world. And boy, do we need healing in this world more than ever. I have some other books that I don't have here, the Trinity of Health, and I wrote a book based on the Da Vinci Code principle, the signs, symbols, and secrets that I thought was an interesting book. Then I have a book that is not here called the Trinity of Health. It's a book on the concept of how to heal your health. It's more like a medical book that I want to go back and kind of revisit the topic in my following book. Then I wrote books on relationship. I wrote the Karma Queen Guide to Relationship. And the book that came actually last year was called Committed, Finding Love and Loyalty Through the 7 Archetypes. And my new book is ready. It's called Plus One. It's a book on blending together the concept of relationship with the numerological concept. So in my new book that's coming soon, I try to show you guys, based on what's your divine codification, which is the person in your life. And I put together the concept of archetype with the numerological concept. And I wrote another book, Lessons of Life, which I don't have here, which was published like 4 or 5 years ago. So here I am, and my 10th book finally coming out in a matter of months. I'm excited. And my next project is going to be a book on health. So I'm excited, to write all these books, hoping to bring you information that you guys deserve. And I'm going to go right now to Kim. So hi, lovely Kim. How are you, my dear? I'm here for you. How can I help?
You always are. And hello and happy Friday. I'm doing good.
Happy Friday, my beautiful Kim.
Thank you, my beautiful Carmen. So, of course, I'm calling in about my love life. What do you see happening in my love life?
Well, what I see in your case is like you need to decide on somebody new coming into your life and make a decision whether that's the person for you. And stop turning around in a circle and getting stuck into relationship. If you see a relationship that doesn't move, drop it. Don't get stuck in situation that don't flourish, don't take you anywhere. You kind of get it as a lesson. The lesson of your life says, okay, do you want to be with this a particular person, you know, that you want to be with, like you have an ideal person in your mind, project that person, visualize that person, see that person becoming becoming part of your reality, and make that happen for yourself. So I really believe that, in my opinion, you're going to be with somebody right around your age, somebody who's single, who's ready for you, and I see a relationship that's going to grow. I don't want to see you being frustrated or demoralized or questioning what's wrong. You're a beautiful woman. You're a great mom. You're working so hard. You have amazing qualities, and you deserve somebody like you to compliment you, to be there, to support you. That's what I see into your life. And I told you numerous times that I feel somebody completely new will step into your life, if you didn't already, and this is going to be finally the right person for you.
So have I already met him?
Well, did you meet anybody recently?
So yes, I have. And so I met that doctor, and he had just gotten out of a relationship, and he was honest, and he said, I'm not quite ready, but I would like things eventually, but right now he needs to take it really slow. So I respect his honesty. So I do really like him.
Yeah, that is a great quality. To be fair and tell somebody all the way from the beginning, I don't know if I'm on the right page with you, but I want to be. I don't know if I'm really ready, but I can try to be ready. So in other words, the man is fair. He's honest. He's telling you exactly how he feels, and that to me is an enormous, good positive energy or point in a relationship when you can turn everything around, and he gives you indirectly all the hopes and the chances that he might become the right guy for you. And if he wants more time, and if you like him, give him a little bit more time.
Okay, so, but do you feel that that's what he told me? You know, is he being honest, or is he out looking to see if something's better out there and just kind of holding me on, like, you know, a string, just so he doesn't let me go in case he doesn't find anything? Like, is he playing a game, or is he really honest?
No.
His name's Andrew.
No, this guy is not playing a game. This is your fear and your insecurity with what this guy plays a game. But in reality is he doesn't. What I want you to know, this man is not playing a game with you. He's not.
Okay, so he's a doctor. No. So do you see him reaching out to, like, it's not an everyday thing that we talk. We're basically just friends. And right. I like to keep it like that. I don't want friends with benefits. Do you see him reaching out to me anytime soon?
So when was the last time you spoke with him? Was it like a week ago or 3 days ago? When was it?
He reached out on Tuesday night.
Okay.
But I feel like when I reach out, sometimes I get a feeling that I'm bothering him. Maybe he's just not a texter, but
maybe he's not. And so don't forget, this is the feeling I have. This is a very busy man, a man who does a lot of things, and he's very crazy busy. So I feel like if he's not responding right away, it doesn't mean he's not ready for you.
He responds. It's just the conversations are very short. They're not really much of a conversation. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm a little confused on his intention.
Well, there are people who love to talk a lot, and they have a lot to say, and you get lost in translation because there's too many information. Sometimes this might be the guy, and there are people like him who are straight to the point, who don't want to just blah, blah. They want to go to the point, and they will tell you what it is. He's straightforward, very fair. And I feel like this is the kind of a guy. And I don't think there's anything wrong about him not engaging in unnecessary conversation. I feel this man, if you guide him into the correct type of communication, you get from him whatever you want. And action speaks louder than words. So we don't want a lot of words that are not supplemented by action. You understand? So this is
you make a lot of sense. Do you see him do you see me seeing him this weekend? Do you see it moving a little faster eventually?
I want you to be okay, to have a decision on both ends that you guys can see each other if you feel like seeing each other. Not too much blah blah, just to see each other, to see how it's about connecting to each other. If you can connect to him, if he can connect to you, and this is the way, give yourself a month, 2 months, 3 months to see where is this taking you. The man is a different quality, is a better quality as a person. He's a more honorable, more fair man. And I think that with this guy, you can strike a fundamentally positive conversation that can move you in the right direction.
So, okay, you're saying be patient, but you see him like reaching out anytime soon and saying, hey, let's hang out a little bit?
I see him reaching out to you. I really do. So, so in other words, the last one who reached out to, who was him reaching out to you? Do you think it's your turn to reach out to him? Or is it still he is the one to reach out to you? What is your understanding here?
I just feel like when I do, I feel like he cuts me short on conversations, and it kind of pushes me away. So I've been kind of leaving it in his hands. And it's not, I've tried to be that friend, but I just feel like I just feel like he's let him do it, because he's the one that's actually like kind of the one that's not really ready. And I don't want to push him into anything. And
Dan, you know what? Whenever you talk to him, say, listen, if you want to see me, you know where to find me. I'm not going to bother you. You're a busy man. I'm not going to impose, on you. I'm leaving it up to you, and I'll wait. And if in the next month, you know what I mean, I see you not reaching out, I reach my own conclusion, and I'm going to say this is it. But if you continue to reach out, if you want to see me, when he reaches out to you, then you do your part. Then you encourage him to see him, to go and have dinner together or something that will allow you to get to know him and feel him, because you cannot you're not in a position, you cannot know somebody just by seeing him once or twice. It's impossible.
Right. So you think I might see him this weekend at all? Do you see anything like that happening?
Yeah, I see him seeing you. I really do. I really see him seeing you.
So I have another quick question. So last Friday night, I went out without him, and I met this Canadian guy named Mark. And he was very eager to meet me over the weekend, but because it was a holiday weekend, it was a little bit hard. So he didn't. So he came. I was at the beach with a bunch of friends. I was there all weekend. I didn't look my best. I was beach bummed. Anyway, so he came out around 8 o'clock, and I left around 10 o'clock, but I was with people, so it wasn't a one-on-one date.
Right.
He was so eager to meet me. When he left, he's like, all right, well, I'll call you and we'll go on another date. And I have not, he was so, I have not heard from him since I reached out on Tuesday, and I said, hey, how was your day? And he said, I had a great day. It was busy. I hope you had a good day. And I was like, I did. I said, let me know when you have free time. And he said, will do. And he was just completely short and opposite of what he was before he saw me. And I really was attracted to him, and we had a connection, and I was hoping to go on a second date with this guy, Mark. Do you see, it's just, to me, it looks like it's a no-go, but I don't know. Is he gone?
I don't feel he's gone. I don't have a feeling this is completely over. I don't have that feeling, no.
It's just so weird how he wanted to see me, and I thought we'll have an official second date, like official. Like what we just had really wasn't a date. It was friends were there, so I wanted to have a second date, and that's it. I put effort out there, and I'm not going to do it again. But do you see him reaching out and taking me to dinner to want to get me to know better? Or
so put it this way: if this man is not reaching out to you in the next 10 days to weeks, then he's out. If he's reaching out in the next 2-3 days, then this is going to take you somewhere. I don't think I know more than this. I have a feeling that either this is happening right away or it's not going to happen. One of the two.
Well, I agree, but don't you think it would have happened already? Like, plan something for the weekend? It's Friday.
Yeah, maybe yes, maybe no. It's not too late. He might still reach out to you in the next hour or even tomorrow. So let's not be negative talking about the way we look at things. Let's give this man a chance for another 10 days. And if in 10 days he's not appearing, it means he was not serious about any of this.
So you're basically saying give him a 2 weeks, and if not, then obviously
give him those 2 weeks window a possibility. Yes.
Okay, so I'm just curious. Do Do you think that he might reach out this weekend and I might see him this weekend? Like, what is the feeling of holding?
There is a possibility. There is a 50-50 possibility. I'm not getting 100%. I'm just getting a 50% possibility. It's almost like he feels about doing it, but he really needs to do it. Not only intention is not good. We want action. So let's see. I'm not dismissing this man yet.
Okay. Do you think, did I push him away or something? Did I do something wrong?
No, you haven't done anything to push the man away. No, you haven't.
Is he a good person? Like, why would someone do that? He seems so eager. I'm so interested. I'll free myself up to see you. And, when he left, he said, I'll text you. We'll go out. Never did. I reached out just to say hello, and it's just like talking to a different person. I'm not trying to be negative, but when I look at the whole picture, it's just weird.
Right.
So if you feel like he's got no intention, then it's good for me to know. If you think he might.
I don't know, Kim. I'm not dismissing him. I told you already what I think you should do. You should allow the time to show you whether is the man coming in the next, and if he doesn't, then cut the cord and say, okay, this was just an experience, nothing else. And let's see in the next 2 weeks how things are.
Is there still another person coming to me, or is this one of these two guys that you were predicting?
No, I still think there's someone else coming to you. So allow the door to be still open till you find the right guy. Don't settle to anybody until you find the guy who's really good for you, who's the right guy.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I was just trying to get some information from you. So basically, do you know when this new guy might come to me? Any idea?
I don't have a timing for this right now, other than it's in the very near future. That's all I have for you right now, that this will happen. I can tell you it's tomorrow or in 3 days. I cannot be that precise. I don't have that.
Okay. All right.
And don't necessarily be stuck in a moment in time. Let the time bring the things to you. Just allow it to happen.
I'm trying. Thank you, honey.
Beautiful.
You have a great day.
Be well.
I love you too. Bye-bye.
Okay, my dear. So we were talking about energy, and I want to give you some tips, As I said, having a positive mindset is a self-fulfilling prophecy. But what are the things that we need to do? What are the principles? What are the action that we can perform to transmute the energy in our favor? There are some things that I want you to do. First of all, everything starts with gratitude, because gratitude is a healing force. And if you adopt an attitude of gratitude, you see the world differently. Then you see that everything in life is balanced out, So simply saying thank you for a new day. Thank you for your help. Thank you for all the supportive people. Thank you for every small smile, for every smile, every flower, everything that exists around you. Focus on the miracle in front of you. So then bring the knowledge, the patience, the acceptance, the love, and use, which I always advise you to do, and everybody in the spiritual field advise you, use affirmation. I believe in speaking your wishes into existence. So affirmation have an effect in your consciousness. So say things like, I have full power over my decision. I trust, that I'll be guided to make the best decision. And I'm overflowing with joy, vitality, energy. My body is healthy. My mind is brilliant. My heart is at peace and my soul is tranquil. And that wraps up my show for today. I'm Carmen Harra on KMET Radio. And I am very grateful for you listening to my show. And may God bless you and have a beautiful weekend.
You have been listening to Live Now with Dr. Carmen Harra, heard every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And don't forget to check out the show's programmer podcast on the KMET Radio website.